Not us over here praying for y'all in Jamaica during this Hurricane Melissa bullshit, and y'all out here doing this.
We represent for the lords of yards. A gal alone I feel up my...
It don't matter where black folks at, we can't take shit seriously because y'all doing this too.
From your shoulder! From your shoulder!
No. Somebody please tell me what the hell is going on. Why every time the United States get mad, here come a goddamn hurricane? And then they got the urge to name a hurricane after a woman. At first we had Katrina.
Does Jamaica grasp the severity of the situation that they are in right now? Because why am I watching videos of them dirty whining in the streets?
Learning never ends, and it looks like Americans are learning a thing or two from the incidents of Hurricane Melissa that happened in Jamaica. They're like, while we are here, worried for you guys, we are praying and, thinking of means how we can help. Of course, I shared videos of how Jamaicans were reacting to this, and I would like to bring this. But Americans are realizing that actually they have a big problem in their country. And that problem, I think we are going to look at it. And a lot of them are admiring now the rest of the world. But the messages from Black Americans as well, I think will grace y'all's hearts. I want us to look at this. We'll come back and talk about it. But if you're landing on here for your very first time, my name is Gracie and welcome to the channel. I do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And more members, you guys do me great. I want us to watch this first. We'll come back and talk about it. Let me know what you think. Like, share.
If there's one thing this hurricane has taught me here watching it, praying for my grandma, is that American media, newscasters, everything, they feed off of your fear. Case in point.
The Caribbean feels like backwater right now, which is giving Hurricane Melissa so much more strength, producing up to 13 feet of storm surge in some parts.
Like, why? Why? That wasn't necessary. Compare that to the Jamaican coverage where they're just calm, going around, seeing how people are preparing and just advising people, not fear-mongering. So watch the Jamaican coverage.
So I get news that Jamaica is having a Category 5 hurricane right now. I'm over here worried. Here I am scrolling through TikTok and everything's just a big old game over there. At least the videos I've been seeing. I just saw one where they were on top of a hill. They were on top of the hill. They got motorcycle helmets on and they're trying to jump. Oh, they're trying to jump and fly and let the wind carry them into the flight. Then another one. Right, it's so crazy. He's at the shore. He's at the shore. There's a massive wave, I guess, crashed on the bank or something. Water spilling all over him. He talked about some bomba cla. Run! You're in danger. It gets better. And it's just the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, storm a brewing. I mean, it's crazy. They're sitting there having a dance party. I think some people were throwing dice. Girl throwing, shaking ass all over the ground. Get inside. I don't know. I don't know anything about hurricanes, like survival or something like that. But I already saw the Michael Jackson. What about us? It's just like Jamaica is not real. I don't know what y'all be doing there, but I'm loving it.
Does Jamaica grasp the severity of the situation that they are in right now? Because why am I watching videos of them dirty whining in the streets? Why am I watching videos and I'm hearing Clarks me prefer, Clarks for the summer, Clarks for the winter? Do they? I feel like I care more about what's going on over there than them. Jamaica, y'all are stressing me out. Like, I'm trying to pray for y'all. I'm trying to pray, but God is looking at my prayers like, you gotta help. You gotta help God help you. You gotta help me help God help. Like, you gotta help. You can't be doing what you're doing. Like, oh my God.
Not us over here praying for y'all in Jamaica during this Hurricane Melissa bullshit out here doing this.
We represent...
It don't matter where black folks at, we can't take it seriously because y'all doing this shit too.
From your shoulder! From your shoulder!
Now, right now, it is flooding in Jamaica, and there are sharks. Sharks, y'all, swimming through the roads in Jamaica. If you can get the hell out of Dodge, get the hell out of Dodge. And for the people that say they're going to buckle down, i.e. white folks, and not leave the goddamn island, I'm not praying for y'all. Because you're doing it to yourself. Because honestly, y'all could have left. And those places and those hotels and those high-ass areas could have been given to citizens of Jamaica so they can get the hell out of Dodge of that fucking flood.
Hey, this isn't a breaking news thing. I've done about 25 swipes on my timeline, and I've seen over 15 lives of Jamaicans just playing in the water, in the rain, in the water, shooting the shit with homies. What the fuck? You motherfucker that's up here concerned and worried, and y'all are out there playing like it's water world. Like that ain't a category 5. This will be the last time I break the news about a hurricane in Jamaica. Like, motherfucker is out there by the water just playing around. What the f?
To the Americans who are stranded in Jamaica, I understand that there are a lot of unknown things happening right now. I understand you are probably scared. And I understand that your vacations have been ruined by this. But please be clear that you are in Jamaica where some people soon will not have homes to go to. Their lives are going to be completely destroyed from this storm. So just keep in mind the comments that you are making about how the hotel workers are not giving you great service. They're worried about themselves. They're not even home to take care of their family. They're not even able to see if they still have a home. Some people can be so inconsiderate, and you wonder why people are not caring about you being stranded in Jamaica. It's because Jamaica has been on hurricane watch for about 2 weeks now. So people are wondering why you went. That is all.
Okay, so now that this hurricane is almost over or ready to exit at this point, here's a couple of things that I saw on the internet that I did not appreciate from Americans as a Jam American myself. I'm going to read it off of my computer. So starting number 1, Americans whining and complaining about food and customer service in a Category 5 hurricane. Where do you think you're at? How dare you? First and foremost, if you're going to a country, you're going to do some research about that country. Even probably a couple of weeks before you even start to travel, you're starting to look at the weather. So you should have known that Jamaica has hurricane season. Secondly, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, you're going to go home and you're going to fly home on American Airlines, Delta, or whatever airlines you took to go to Jamaica, and you're going to go home to your nice, cozy home. Some of these people that you're going to leave behind in Jamaica don't have a home to go back home to. They don't even have their families. They probably lost their families. Also, you may have forgot that you're not the only one that's in the hotel. There's millions of other people inside the hotel. So yes, they have to think about how they're going to ration these foods over the course of the days to make sure everybody eats. So excuse me if you got a little less or it wasn't your taste. These people are risking their lives to stay with you guys in a hotel, and you're worried about customer service or them not giving you the extra 5-star restaurant food. Second thing I didn't appreciate, and I feel like some of y'all Americans were being a little shady about it, especially this one guy that I saw that he usually talks about breaking the news. And I feel like at first he was being shady, but then he saw all the Jamaicans coming down on him at one point. But second point I did not appreciate is Americans complaining about Jamaicans not taking anything serious. First of all, I found it very ironic because us as Black Americans especially, we don't take nothing serious. Get that out the way. Second thing is, not to be shady to the Dominican Republic, but the Dominican Republic got flooded out too. And you should see them on my FYP. They're over here swimming, dancing in the rain, and they're having the time of their lives. So what were the Jamaicans supposed to do? Sit there and worry, especially when they cannot evacuate? But I'm going to go into the next part about that. Third, thank you for the concern, because some of you were genuinely concerned, but telling Jamaicans to evacuate and leave their island. And I have a question for everybody, every American that said that. Are you going to provide the Jamaicans with visas and passports? And if so, are you going to provide them with food, shelter, and water? Let's put it like this. Let's make the comparison to Hurricane Katrina and New Orleans. I think Netflix came out with a documentary series about that. And I saw on that documentary series how a lot of these people in New Orleans could not evacuate because they could not afford to evacuate. So they had nowhere to go. So it's kind of like the same thing because, yes, they went through a hurricane too. Jamaica has gone through a hurricane just like how America has gone through hurricanes. Yeah, some of these people cannot afford to evacuate. So where do you want them to go? Now, my fourth and last thing, hopefully it's the fourth, I've lost count, but the fourth and last thing that I did not appreciate is how American media or foreign media portrayed Jamaica. This part I specifically wrote down, so just walk with me. I said I also didn't appreciate as an American how foreign media only showed the underdeveloped areas and made it look as if all Jamaicans lived in a hut or shanty towns or tenement yards, that if a good hurricane came, it would destroy Jamaica beyond repair. Granted, yes, we do have underdeveloped areas, but most houses, especially in modern day today, are built with concrete. If anything, Jamaicans would probably have to worry about their roof blowing off or getting damaged by debris or the trees falling. My thing with us Americans, the same way we want people to sympathize with us, we need to sympathize with people. And that was not sympathetic with a lot of things that I saw. Even people fighting in the hotel in a time like this when everybody should be uniting in a Category 5 hurricane. And I'm not just talking about the resort, but if you cannot respect a person's country in total and respect the culture there and respect how they maneuver, then just don't go there, period.
Y'all don't see why West Indians don't like Americans? Y'all don't see like this week, has it shown y'all why West Indians don't like Americans? The ignorance that Americans have shown this week is the reason why West Indians do not like Americans at all, at all. A lady was on TikTok complaining about the food that she was getting, the food. And she had a big bag of boxes of food that the people them gave to her. And she was complaining about the food that she was getting. What, honey? I seen another girl on TikTok complain that they weren't letting them leave Jamaica. I'm done.
Hey, y'all. Okay, the comments in this video are funny, but before I go there, please note that this is in no way, shape, or form a way to make fun of people going through Hurricane Melissa. All of our prayers are going toward the people that are dealing with this, and we're praying that they're okay, including the girl in this video and everybody that's involved. She was trying to get out. She was trying to get some help, and the people were so unserious in the comments. I couldn't not react to the comments because why are we like this? So this girl got stranded, her and her people got stranded and couldn't get out. They were there for a retreat or whatever, and she didn't want to leave her best friend. And I respect that. And so she made a video saying like, can anybody get us out? Respectfully, what the heck do you expect us to do? But it's like real talk though, like I appreciate that you're making this video and you try anything, but like it's a hurricane. What you think we gonna do? Have you tried contacting the Jamaican boss lady? Like y'all are no help in a crisis. Let me check with Donatella. Leave Meryl Streep out of this. Y'all irritated. Then somebody went through the trouble of making a Melissa again. He came here talking about so you don't want to see me. Melissa, what are you doing here? I'm doing my makeup. Like, what? You know what? And I appreciate the sense of humor in the midst of foolishness because like the world is really going through it, but we be laughing anyway. We don't know anybody who smuggles. Child, this gave me a good chuckle. And again, all prayers and hopes for well wishes and safety for everybody going through the effects of Hurricane Melissa. I appreciate the laughter. Like, y'all was really creative in these comments, and I thank you for that.
And to all of my people them, where they outside, I spin round pan head top, and I sit down pan bottom, in the rain, and I play around, go sit down inside. Go read your Bible. This is serious business. There is a hurricane, and y'all outside playing in the goddamn rain. We don't know all of the people them in Jamaica thinks that them invincible. Okay? But you can't outrun a hurricane. I'm scared for my people. And in all seriousness, I'm sending love and light to all the people that's out there in Jamaica. If y'all don't know, my father is out there in Jamaica right now. And I am praying and staying prayed up. I haven't heard from my father yet today, so for all the people who have family out there, if y'all been in contact with your family, keep us updated on what's going on out there, what it's looking like. The last we spoke was yesterday, and he said, you know, it was raining and stuff, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm hoping that the hurricane don't do too much damage, but this is supposed to be the worst natural disaster that the island has ever seen. Prayers up.
I want to know why the American news station, NBC News and CNN and all of you anchors are asking whether America has gotten in touch with Jamaica. Why? All you have in America are a bunch of fin racists. The head of government, Trump, is a fin racist and white supremacist. Why the fuck would you think that a black nation wants anything to do with a fucking racist president? Listen, you people in the United States of America do not understand there's a white MAGA girl that went to Jamaica during the fuck storm to go get content about the suffering of my countrymen. I tell you, eventually, this entire world is going to despise you people. But on another note, what I want to know from TikTok, why the fuck not paying Jamaicans in the Creator Fund? All this content that is being pushed on your fucking platform, all of this that brings advertisement to your platform, why are you not paying Jamaicans? They're only 120 minutes away by flight. Why aren't you paying them for their content? So, let me just say this to the news stations. Jamaicans are not stupid. They know what you're about. Hate, division, and problems. Jamaica don't want none of your hate. They don't want none of your division, and they don't want any of your problems. And we do not like racist bullies because we are out of many one people and we like to live in peace.
I can't sleep because I'm super worried. Listen, according to the United States press, Jamaica will be no longer. I fully understand right now why Americans are so stressed, have bad mental health, high rates of depression, high rates of just mental illnesses, and suicide rate. I think it's the press. I don't think it's the food. I don't think it's the culture so much. I think it's the press. Because if we really was supposed to consume that kind of media and that kind of coverage, man, would have ended all for ourselves. Like, we wouldn't have no faith in nothing. Our house would have been wiped clean. We're gonna be no more. This is, even in the comment section, Americans are like, they're saying goodbyes to people. We won't see you again. This is extreme. This is going to be there will be no Jamaica, according to the U.S. press. This hurricane is the end of Jamaica. If I was American, I wouldn't watch the press. I wouldn't watch the news for nothing. Not for politics, not for nothing. They exaggerate everything. It's bad, don't get me wrong, but boy, it's not just gaslighting, but I could bet that they do that a lot too. But the way how they can send people into sheer panic, that got to be studied.
I'm gonna need for the Americans that's in Jamaica right now during Hurricane Melissa to just pipe the fuck down and stop being so damn insensitive. We get it. You booked a vacation to Jamaica. You don't want to get a refund. You can't get a refund. Whatever the case may be, you had to still go. Please stop making light of Hurricane Melissa. At the end of the day, I'm from the city of the New Orleans who experiences hurricanes quite often, and the insensitivity of some of y'all is fucking outrageous and ridiculous. This is not a game. You're going to come back to the U.S. to your warm, cozy, beautiful house, and some of these people are going to be without. They're going to lose everything. So please, if you're on vacation and you're stuck on vacation in Jamaica, make the best of whatever you can, but stop making light of the situation, especially because of those locals that's out there serving y'all drinks, serving y'all food, while they have to worry about their families being safe, making sure that they have a home to go to. Come on, y'all, please stop.
So here's everybody reacting to the hurricane in Jamaica and freaking out for them, but then when you start looking at the videos from over there, people are just having parties outside in the street. They're jumping, they're watching waves, laughing, playing dominoes. I mean, we're more worried than they are over there. It is crazy, man. The videos that I've been watching, beyond me, what they're enjoying over there.
What the hell is going on? Somebody please tell me what the hell is going on. Why every time the United States get mad, here come a goddamn hurricane? And then they got the urge to name a hurricane after a woman. At first we had Katrina. She was a bitter bitch. Now we got Hurricane Melissa. Bitch, I'll tell it, this hoe ain't going. Who in the hell is naming these goddamn hurricanes every time one hit? It can't be no woman naming these goddamn hurricanes. It gotta be a bit of a nigga. I ain't finna sit here and tell me that they ain't controlling these hurricanes. Who sit back and give a hurricane a name that finna unalive a lot of people? A lot of broken homes. They sit back and see water go in the air, and first thing they do is, oh, we gonna name that one right there Hurricane Melissa. Why is you so excited? Y'all giving these hurricanes some names like they some deadbeat women or something. They gonna fuck up some families, separate some families, unalive a lot of people, then disappear. That's a deadbeat. Why y'all just can't say hurricane? Why y'all gotta put a name on it? And I tell y'all, this world that we live in is so greedy and money hungry. This is what I don't get about the United States, right? You can go to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your goddamn life. They want you to donate to this organization, donate here, donate there, ask for this, ask for that. Bitch, we civilians. Y'all got billions and trillions of dollars, but you asking 9 to 5 workers for a donation. You want us to help out. Every little money I get, you mean to tell me you want me to donate it. Don't put me first. Hell no. You go to Walmart checkout. What you see? Do you want to donate here? How much you want to donate? Hell no. No. You go to the food restaurants now. Do you want to donate to? No. Then I get online yesterday. They saying Hurricane Melissa got up to 271 wind mile per hour. How? So how fast the ocean was going then? If the wind was going 271, how fast the ocean was going? I'm telling y'all, they control these hurricanes.
I was so fucking worried about Jamaica for like 2 hours. And then I got on Jamaica Live. And they're just having fun in the rain. And I hope it stays that way. I hope everybody's fucking safe. That shit would be scary. When I saw that on the news, I'm all, that's fucking insane. They're saying shit like Hurricane Melissa's so big, Jamaica's gonna be unrecognizable. And I was like, this is gonna be fucked up. There's a lot of people there. I hope they're okay. But if you hop on TikTok Live for Jamaica, it's great. They're taking that with stride. America could never. One problem and we're in shambles. They have flooding and like 400 mile per hour rain and they're just chilling. I thought I was about to see some devastating shit when I got on Jamaica Live TikTok. First thing I see when I get on there, Bumbo Clot, save the curry goat rice and peas. I was like, oh, they're chilling. Everybody seems to be in good spirits. And then these people asking questions in the lives are getting like full-on Jamaican responses, and I love it. The American comments are like, is everything okay? We're watching you guys from the news. Water ended to come down and I get out of the wet and the wind blowing and my hair I just blowing the wind like that. I don't understand it. I can't do Jamaican. Like, there was people at the beach. Obviously not having a beachy old time, but like filming from the beach. And the waves and the rain and the wind looks like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean. And they're just on the shoreline like, Wagwan American people, we're right here on the beach. Bad girl Melissa come and breeze through. But with the power of Jah, me and my dreadlocks are standing right here. Me the yard, me stay still irie. Me and the family is all safe, go on easy. Big ups to the people sending galaxies in the chat. Me head hot cause me whole house done blown away with the breeze. But fire on that, it will be back. All praise Jah. I fucking love the accent. But yeah, I'm glad to see that they're okay. I love that. I hope everybody gets on TikTok Live for Jamaica and y'all send some gifts and shit. And I hope it stays at the point where they can keep like, fucking around. I hope it doesn't get any more severe because that shit looked intense from what they told us on the news. When I logged on and all I heard was Bumbo Clot, I was like, all right, they're doing okay. But Jamaica, if you're seeing this, stay safe. And anybody that hasn't been on Jamaica TikTok Live, please go. Send them with some gifts. They're out there standing in the rain, fucking filming, doing basically videography work. You get to see it firsthand. So send them a rose, a galaxy, whatever you can. Big ups.
So remember yesterday where we established where we will not be donating for hurricane relief efforts in Jamaica, right? But today I have a list of organizations of where we will be donating. And again, this is for people who have the ability to do so. And if you don't, because we understand in the current time where people are losing their SNAP, their healthcare, their jobs, their livelihoods, please just share and disseminate the information. So our favorite Jamaican auntie, Cheryl Lee Rouse's son, Etienne, has an organization called Walk Good. Walk Good is currently raising $25,000 for relief efforts in Jamaica. And in addition to what it is that they are looking to raise, they also shared resources of other organizations that are boots on the ground. That includes Support Jamaica, American Friends of Jamaica, Direct Relief, Global Empowerment Mission, International Medical Corps, Food for the Poor Jamaica, and Mercy Corps. Now, I know that was a lot of options, but guess what? If you click the link in my bio, you will find every single one of their links. Walk Good also did an amazing job by compiling this list to make it a one-stop shop for you. Very easy. Also, I have been hearing about these West Indian barrels. So if you are in the DC area and you are putting together one of these barrels, please send me a DM because I would like to contribute. And remember, y'all, at the beginning and the end of the day, we are all we got.
I've been talking about this, but hopefully God has protected you and preserved all of you that are watching me from wherever you are watching me from. Me, I am doing okay. But I've been talking about how Americans are raised like indoor pets. No offense at all. That, of course, not all of them, but the moment some of them get a reality check of how hard and sometimes, the occurrences and happenings of life happen, you see the panic. One of the people that panics the most is Americans. And I think it makes a lot of sense why a lot of people have been talking about how depressed and basically that. I'm not gonna say the other one, but basically that. Yeah, because of life occurrences. If the rest of the world would act and react to situations in life like how some Americans react to issues, I think the rest of the world would be depressed. It would not be a safe place. People would be taking their own, because basically it's sometimes how Americans react to issues. And this situation already shows it. But basically the problem you have seen it is the media. It is the media, and you guys have been like literally going through, you've been conditioned since childhood. This is what you consume. Tell me why. Like literally people conform to that. COVID was everywhere around the world, but we were not afraid. In fact, I got it. I didn't go to the hospital at all, by the way. I stayed indoors. Because I was at university by then, and I was staying alone, and I stayed in my house. And literally, because over here, our media is the best. Because when such happens, that is when our scientists be at work the most. They came up with the most effective remedies real quick. And they will be on radios, on TV, and they will be like, yeah, now use this, go and get this. And most of the things that they were telling us to do were in our backyards. They were in our backyards. In the hospitals where our people were at, we would go there and visit them so that they would not feel lonely. That is exactly what is happening in Jamaica. People are literally enjoying, not really enjoying, but they are going through this as a community. America, that is what is wrong. That's why Americans, the moment we should be thankful to God for TikTok. Because TikTok opened us to America, and it also opened, I think it opened the globe to America, and it also opened America to us, for us to see what we've been admiring and what actually Americans admire about the rest of the world. They can't believe it, that it is happening. When they come to the continent, we do not have so much, but we are happy. In fact, it surprises them. Americans get surprised when they see people that don't have a lot, but they are happy. Happiness has nothing to do with having a lot. It has nothing to do. It is conditioning to always be materialistic and always think that, I don't know, well and good, and I know that America is good as well, right? But in this situation and the way American tourists were reacting, it exposed you people. Okay, not all of you, because I don't want to generalize, but you would agree that in situations like this, a lot of Americans would react like that. First of all, because the first thing is the way the state medias are literally controlling the narrative. Oh, Jamaica is not going to be normal. The people they are talking about is not going to be normal. They are literally jumping into the rivers that are flowing. They don't even care. So, there's a song that goes like, I'll praise you in the storm, and I will let is it my hands or what? Because you are who you are, no matter what I say, or whatever. But something like that. I love that song because praising in the storm is one of the hardest things. And I know quite a lot of Americans, a few of them have the habit of praising in the storm. But I think Black Americans get it because they're also not serious. They're Black. They're Africans. They like it or not. We like that. It's only them people. I don't know. I don't know how they are supremacists when they are them. Like, because the medias are controlled by them. But anywho, those are the reactions of Americans, those that are sending genuine prayers. You see a lot of them that are actually wanting to contribute and donate, and they want to donate directly to Jamaicans, not through any organizations, especially state-controlled organizations, which is actually a good thing. But America, that is why you guys need to travel. Those of you that be like, no, I don't need to travel. I'm okay. Well. There's quite a lot of things that you're missing on the joy that is out there. A lot of people that I see that come to America, they be like, this looks like a soulless place. Looks like a soulless place. The moment you hit the land, it's depressing. It is suffocating. There's just a debris of something dark. A lot of people, the moment they make it there, they already start missing wherever they are coming from. So troubles will always come, but the way you overcome is not to, and I thank God that our medias over here have not commercialized or monetized fear. They have not monetized fear. When catastrophes hit over here, that's when the medias do the best to not scare people. I saw that with C-19. I've seen that with, quite a lot of stuff that happened. But African countries, we are the closest thing to know what Jamaica is going through. But again, we pray that you guys go through this. And we thank the Most High that in times like this as well, people are actually picking some things. And I know that indeed there are a lot of Americans that are like, I actually, they are second guessing and second thinking, where can I go and get rid of this? I am controlled. Literally something very small can, depress me. Yeah? So, you need to know the American media is dramatic and they monetize off that. Yeah, because if not, they're the ones that are giving you the mental illnesses. I'll see you guys later. Those are the reactions of Americans to what is going on in Jamaica. Love all of you and see you guys later. Stay safe, those of you that are in Jamaica. I love you, and may God watch over you and preserve you and restore everything that has been lost.